Hey there, welcome to the Lumiere channel. Welcome to pile 1347. Welcome to Are You Ready? Basically, how ready are you for your person? How ready are you for love? Um, mm, let's say, how ready are you for love? Subscribe and keep watch for how ready are you for your person, because I'm getting two very different messages here. Some might be ready for love and not their person. So this is going to be, are you ready for love? Okay. Are you ready for love? How ready are you for love? So, sometimes we think that the person that we love is going to be our person. Maybe, but sometimes no. There are stops along the way, and sometimes we're ready for love, but we're not where we need to be, or our other person is not where they need to be for us to be each other's people. So for this reading, we're looking at how ready you are for love. If it happens to be your forever person, wonderful. If it's not, still, right? So I will see you in your pile 1347. I do suggest you watch your reading all the way to the end, because there are often little nuggies that are thrown in towards the end where spirit's like, oh, by the way, and then a huge lore is dropped, and it's like, oh my gosh, this I needed this in the beginning. I will see you in your pile. Bye. Hey there, pile 4. So pile 4, how ready are you for love? How ready are you for love? Let's tune into that. We have the King of Pentacles. And we have the Justice in reverse. And we have the Four of Wands in reverse. Okay. I mean, it feels like I'm talking to someone just really quickly. I'll say this message to acknowledge this particular person watching. I feel like you're someone who knows that you're not looking for love, or maybe you already have it. And you're sort of just watching this as like a test. Testing yourself, testing these sort of readings or whatever. But this feels like someone who either already has their person, they're happy, they're in love, or, they're already in that sort of dynamic, or someone who is, knows full well in their being that they're not really in the mood for love. They're not in that phase in their life, for whatever reason. And yeah, for like love. And you're just like, hey, let me just click on this reading and see what's up. So, hey, to you. To people who don't fit that mold, we have the Four of Wands in reverse, the Justice in reverse, and the King of Pentacles showing up here on his inner side. I feel like some of you in this pile are not really looking for love just as love. I feel like you're looking for you're the one. Like, and I feel like you've taken that to like some extreme. Yeah. That you've taken that to the extreme, in that you're really not trying to give any chances to anybody or just plain old love. You want like your person. And until you meet your person, or until you think someone is your person or like worthy of exploring that with them, they have to have something about them that screams definitely my person, not maybe let's see. But it has to be a lot more substantial than a maybe let's see. I think this is who I'm also talking to in this group. Someone who's like, I may think someone's cute. I may think someone's really, really freaking hot. I may feel some type of way about somebody, but when I really connect with myself, can I see that this person is really my person? No. Maybe we don't agree on like my core values, or it just wouldn't work out. I can see that, so I'm not even going to entertain it. I feel like that's kind of like the person I'm also talking to that's showing up here, where it's like you either want to be courting and be courted by the one and be in that type of thing where like that's where you're going, or what's the point? So this could even be someone who's in an arranged like marriage situation, where it's like doesn't even matter if I'm ready for love or not. When it comes, that's when it comes. Something like that. In terms of just like my regular people without any sort of extenuating circumstances, we have the Tower here. So you may be someone who has just gone through maybe like a breakup, an ending of sorts, and you're not really ready for love. But this story, this person fits in the initial category of testing the reading, like as in basically someone who already knows what their answer is and just does not need this reading to confirm or deny anything. It's like testing it. That's kind of what I'm picking up on, even with that, where someone just had like a breakup or some type of epiphany in their world that has made them go, no, I don't think I'm in a place for that. I'm not in the best place for that. I think I need to focus on my stability. I need to focus on my foundation. I need to focus on what I want for myself, whatever that is, like to get back to me and understand like where I'm at and what I want to do, and that kind of energy. It feels like, so how ready are you for love? Yeah, you're not. Right? Like you're like, I'm basically the overarching idea here, unless you're that specific group that is, oh, this is actually the outer self. Crazy. Unless unless you're in that group where you're like all or nothing, you're not ready for love. You're not ready for love. And even the person who is waiting for their partner, I feel like you're not ready for love. I feel like yeah, I feel like, yeah, you're looking for your partner, you're waiting for to get into something or involve yourself with someone who is like your person, but it's almost like you're also kind of using that a little bit as an excuse and to keep people at arm's length and not get to know them. I feel like there will come a time in the future where you'll soften up a little bit more, and that softening will then lead you to doing more things or engaging in more practices that will bring your person closer, the person that you're waiting for. So you're so beautiful. Why do you need me? And yeah, nah. So I think if I was to just say this reading according to the title, how ready are you for love? Not really. You're not really ready. But yeah, no, it's pretty much, yeah. So that's what I have for you, pile 4. If you want to go a little bit deeper into your love guidance, to get personalized readings for your love guidance every month, you can join LightMail. That's on Patreon. It's physical, personalized readings delivered to your actual physical mailbox. You do have to be in the USA for now. I am trying to see which countries have like a pretty good mailing system so we can get to them reliably. And so we'll just open it up from there. But check out LightMail. It's on Patreon. The link is in the description box below. Patreon.com/Luce Lumiere, and see if that would guide you in what you are moving through in your world. It's worth a shot. All right, my friend, keep your light on. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey there, Pile 7. Pile 7, how ready are you for love? How ready are you for love? Ace of Cups. Okay. Okay, the Moon in reverse, the Empress in reverse. So it's interesting. This is all major arcana energy. I know it's the Ace of Cups, but like that's a pretty big boy. You have the Moon in reverse and you have the Empress in reverse. There's something here about like love scaring you love scaring you. I don't know. Or like, it's like love scaring you or love tempting you. Like, you may be somebody who is ready for love, but you either give in to temptation when it comes your way, right? Like, it's giving a little bit of like a weak mind. And I don't mean that derogatorily or to be shaming or anything like that, but it's giving someone who's like, well, I do want love, and while I'm at it, I might as well dip my toes in all of the waters. Or someone who is contemplating dipping their toe in something. And with that one, it's almost like hoping to be loved. So I feel that this is really interesting. With this reading, what I'm picking up is someone who is ready for love, but like it's love. That readiness is coming from the wrong place. So this is looking for love in the wrong places. This is looking for love with people who want your body, looking for love with people who only value your body and what it can do for them and how they can enjoy it. This is looking for love in people of the past that have shown time and time again that they're not the right one for you. This is looking for love in people that you see that, yes, there's a spark, yes, there's something here, but when you really look at them, they're not what you want, whether because of their personality or just how they are. Maybe they're a different faith and you want someone in your own faith. Maybe they're different, maybe they live in another country and you want someone who would live in your country. Like, you don't see yourself moving, you're not available for that, you're not open to that, but you still maybe pine. Of course you would. Oh my God, come on, that's human. But you still kind of seek that out with people who are not a right fit for you. So I feel like I'm looking at someone who's ready for love, but that desire for love is coming from a place that breeds and affirms not what would be good for you. Because I think you might bulldoze your alarm system, your knee-jerk reactions. That's what this is. Your knee-jerk reaction when you look at someone, you're like, ooh, and you're like, okay, pull, yes, period. And you look at them closer, you're like, ooh, I want more. And you look at them and you see like, oh, this person, I like someone who, I want ideally someone who is that, and this person boop, 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 boop. Like, that doesn't work. But because of that spark, because of that yummy, yummy, yum, yum, yum inside of you, that reminds me of my therapist. You should check her out. She says yummy, yummy, good, good. Because of that yummy, yummy, good, good of how it feels to be with someone, to like have that boom in your heart when you look at someone. It almost bulldozes or usurps your greater sense of, oh, this isn't where I can grow. This isn't the garden for my seed. This isn't, this is not the best place for me to be in. Like, this will lead, to certain ends. And I don't think that's entirely wrong to be open. I don't want you to get me wrong. I don't think it's wrong to be open to love and to the people that come around. I think it's okay to sort of explore and see and be flexible, but you don't endanger yourself by moving past your system when it says, hey, actually, like, no, and you're actually looking for love. Don't go where your system says, hey, actually, like, no. So are you ready for love? Yeah, but it's not the kind of love that you would cognitively want. It's the kind of love that one keeps attracting that isn't what they want, because it's born from something that is looking to eat. Like, it's like, when you're sad and you eat food, and you're sad and you eat food, and you're sad and you eat food. This is my favorite example to use with my clients. You're not hungry. You're not hungry for food. That sadness isn't hungry for food. That sadness is hungry for something else that isn't what it's being given. So here I feel like it's a similar vein where your being is hungry for something, but a part of that hunger is, it needs to be a little bit looked at, like skewed. It needs to be like looked at, because what it's part of that is attracting and being pulled to situations that just don't make sense. Like, they just don't make sense, babe. And I know they don't make sense. But I think your desire for love, or your desire to be wanted, your desire to be chosen, your desire to be in something, your desire to be XYZ is so strong that it acquiesces and bulldozes better, greater knowing that you have. So don't do that. I think it's perfectly great to be an open person. I love that for you, but make sure that you're pulling away and you're stepping away when your inner system says, "Hey, no." Let's see if we can get a little bit more on this pile 7. Do you think about me too? Let me hold you. I'm too afraid to talk to you. Okay. For some of you, you may be, I feel like I'm picking up on someone that is ready for love, but it's like, oh, 2 stories here. It's specific to like ready for love with a certain person. It's like you have a specific person in your head that you want to be ready for love for, that you are ready for love for, and maybe you're waiting for them to come back or for them to notice you. And so you're ready for love, but you're not really ready for love. You're ready for love with that particular person, that flesh. I think that's the 2 stories in one, where you're looking at somebody and you want them. So in that case, are you really ready for love, or are you ready for that particular thing? And this does tie into that initial thread of wanting love, but like wanting I don't know what other word to use, the wrong love that isn't for you, love that isn't serving you. Because if you're really ready for love, you'll be open to love and you'll be open to being loved back, not looking at that particular flesh person and going, I want that one to love me. That's not being ready for love in the way that you think or the way that you want. So I think there's a lot of food for thought here. Are you ready for love? There's certain aspects of this that's a bit tainted in that love, like what love means and what love looks like and who should love you. I think you could be ready for love. I just think it needs to be a little bit a lot more reframed and tweaked to I don't know where I was going with that, but yeah, I think there's something about dissecting a little bit more of what's going on within and how that relates to love for you. Okay? Because I just feel like you could be choosing the wrong people to love and cognitively choosing the wrong people to love, knowing full well that this may not be the wrong person, but maybe they'll be the one. But you know in your being that your being is saying no, and you're sort of like saying, I'll do it anyway. If it's pining after somebody specific, if they're new, it's one thing to pine after a crush. If it's someone that exists in your world and they haven't treated you the way love should treat someone, why are we looking at that person? You know, we need to really like look into that and go, why is this what I want? There is a message here that that is on like the tip of my tongue, the back of my head, that is not coming out, but it's like loving self, showing yourself that love and that respect and that desire, so that you can learn how love can look from the inside out, from yourself to yourself. I wish you everything. If you'd like to join the membership on the channel, you can. When I go live, I do extra perks for members because they provide the the membership sponsors the live. So there's that. Or you can join the Patreon, looselimeer.live. No, excuse me. Patreon. Check out the Patreon, links in the description box. I'll see you next time. Bye. Keep your light on. Pal 3. I just force quit. Pal 3. How ready are you for love? I forgot that's the question we're reading. Girl, let me love you. How ready are you for love? And I will love you until you learn to love yourself. You have the Judgment in reverse, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Pentacles. You know, this reading has been really interesting. How ready are you for love? I think you're getting there, to be honest. I think you're getting there. I think in some cases you're still dealing with what you've experienced in your past and trying to like make peace with it, and having a certain rigidity about who and what you're going to invest in. Is that necessarily a bad thing? Not the second part. The first part is a little bit concerning. With the Judgment here, it feels like someone who's still holding on to some past stuff. Okay? Still holding on to some past stuff, some past baggage, and still stuck in that. Oh, this happened to me. This person did this to me. This is what I did. This is what I had to do. And I'm not really insulting that at all. I'm just stating fact. Like, those things exist and those things are there. And of course we hold on to that because we're afraid of like making the same steps, taking the same path again if we don't remember, right? What are we if we don't remember what happened? We don't want to do it again. Well, this Page of Pentacles here is someone showing me that you are opening up to making different kinds of moves and moving with caution. That's a crazy Knight of Pentacles in the reverse at the top of the deck. Anyway, the Judgment also here shows me someone who's kind of over the past, someone who is over what they've been through and not wanting to play that game anymore. Like, this is almost like a major arcana version of the Four of Cups in reverse to me, where sometimes how I see that energy is someone completely walking away from that entire scene, right? It's not like, oh, here's a cup, here's a cup, here's a cup, here's a cup. It's like, I don't want what this ground is offering me anymore. Like, I don't want to sit by this tree. I don't want to be on this hill. I don't want to be on this mountain. I don't want anything that this particular garden gives me. I don't want it. I'm over it. That's the Four of Cups for me in the reverse, right? Someone who's kind of like, you know what? F this whole thing. So when I see this Judgment here, it gives me that similar energy. And it's so crazy. This is like very earth energy. Even at the top of the deck, it's giving this guy here. And then we have the Hanged Man. And then we have the Two of Cups, which I like. And then we have the Ten of Swords. And then we have the Three of Swords. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. And we have we could keep going. I love it. Listen, we'll keep her at the top. It's just a lot of grounded energies that are being really looked at and assessed and tempered with. And it feels like someone who's like letting go of I don't want to play this game anymore. It's giving death. That transformation of like change. But death is almost like, you know, a butterfly and a caterpillar. But judgment almost feels like transfiguration. Transmigration? No. I think death would be maybe transmigration. Transmigration being like something taking over something else, but being in that same form. That feels like death. Judgment here feels like someone noping out of just the entire experience and saying, yeah, no. So whatever the story is for you, Pal 3, I'm comfortable saying that how ready are you for love? I think you're getting ready for love. I think you're getting in a place where you have a cautiousness about you that is earned and the like. And I think you also have the desire to open up and the desire to not hold on so tightly because of that cautiousness, to where it allows you to look at something and assess it and not completely run away from a situation or to completely say no to a situation. Like, this is someone who, if I was to put it practically, someone who will say yes, right? If someone asks me out on a date, I'll say yes. Yeah, if I see someone, like, yeah, I'll talk to them. Whereas maybe in the past it used to be like, not even trying to talk to anybody. Like, no, I don't think so. Or I'm not really trying to like ask anybody out on a date or say yes to anybody. Like, no, I have to feel a certain kind of like, it has to be like this. Like, no, this is someone who's like, yeah, I'll go out with anybody who asks once. Right? Unless there's actual like really bad reasons that I should say no. Like, I think like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. That's what it's kind of giving here, which I like. There's still a cautiousness of like guarding yourself and protecting your journey and what you want for yourself. But I think honestly, babe, I think you're ready. Yeah. I think how ready are you? You're giving it a best shot, given everything that you've been through or experienced or feel about love and relationships. I think you're giving it the best shot that you can. And that's what I'm gonna slow. We've got light in reverse come through, loose Lumiere. We've got no, per, and we've got you make my heart full in the reverse. I think that's the really interesting thing. It's interesting because that's really, really interesting. How many times can I say interesting? Take a shot for every time I say interesting. Better yet, donate a nice little something to the channel every time I say interesting. But seriously, I think what I'm getting here is, again, so many pentacles. You're looking for something real, and you recognize that realness is not always going to show up with a spark from the get-go. You know? It's not always going to show up with a spark from the get-go. And so that's why you are more open. Like, yeah, I'll go on a first date. Yeah, I'll even go on a second date and maybe decide from there. And you're keeping things light. I do believe you're keeping things light, but you're keeping things light because, wow, because of the end game that you want. Like, you're looking for true love. And in looking for true love, this is really beautiful. In looking for true love, you're looking you're going to approach love lightly enough to not spook yourself. You're going to approach love lightly enough to get to know somebody well in a light atmosphere. And you're going to approach love lightly enough to see how it feels with as little pressure as possible. But all this is in service to the weight of the kind of love that you're looking for. WEIGHT. The weight, the heaviness, and the bigness. Whoa, pal 3. Of the kind of love that you're looking for. Like, you're looking for some real shit. And your approach is, I'm looking for something real, and I cannot approach people with that level of intensity. The best way to approach love at this point is to be light, see how things go in terms of like assessing them in a light manner, because you know that you can gather quite a lot of information even when things are light. Oh, this is beautiful. Hey, future Lucifer, this is your pal baby. You're doing great, sweetie. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I think this is, I co-sign this. I co-sign it. I think it's great to approach love lightly because it's so important. I hope you understand like the nuance of what I'm saying here, pal 3. It's almost like, you know, if you're studying for a degree, right? If you're studying to become a doctor, every course that you take is going to be important when it comes to reading this paper, reading this book, taking this exam, learning this concept. Like, the basics are going to be important. Learning about the cells and the mitochondria and all that craziness. Learning about, you know, the nucleus, learning about carbon bonds and chemistry. Like, all that stuff is important. It's the fundamentals, and it adds up to the greater picture of being an amazing doctor in the future, a knowledgeable one. I don't know if that's making sense. If somebody else can explain it better in the comments, then great. But I feel like, how ready are you for love? I think you're doing great, sweetie. I think you're doing great, sweetie. Just, you know, continue lightening up, and I think be a little bit easier on yourself too. And for some of you, maybe even on others, right? Like, you don't have to continue fraternizing with somebody that's disappointed you, or that the dynamic is going to be disappointing. You don't have to blame them. You can just opt out and go, hey, you know, this isn't for me. And that's okay. They can be them and you can be you. Like, it doesn't have to be personal. So I wish you everything. Keep your light on, good luck. Check out the Patreon, where I'm sending you like personalized mail to your physical mailbox. It's USA only for now. I don't know when you're watching this, but if you're watching this in like the future, check the Patreon again to see if there's any international tiers. But yeah, if you want to receive happy mail, light mail from spirit to you over guidance for your like next 2 weeks to 4 weeks at the fraction of a cost of a personal reading, please check the Patreon. It's something that is really, really exciting right now. So I will see you next time, pal 3. Keep your light and good luck. Bye-bye. Hey, pal 1. Pal 1. I adore you. I love pal 1. I love reading for pal 1. Pal 1, how ready are you for love? For light. Wow. For love. I'm going to say for loose. How ready are you for me, babe? How ready are you for love? Let's go. I really appreciate you allowing me to read for you. I need you, boo. Gotta have you, boo. I'm saying hearts all over the world tonight. It's so many pentacles today. This whole reading has had so many pentacles. Like, every pile. I gotta have you, boo. The Magician. Saying hearts all over the world tonight. The Chariot in reverse. What is this? No, I can't be the only one. The love of the life sister. I feel Three of Wands, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. Here's the thing. The message that I'm getting here is one where yeah, actually, that's crazy. I spaced out, but what I was gonna say is I feel like Spirit's using this opportunity to let you know that someone is coming, and my reaction of yeah is because at the top of the deck we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, someone's coming towards you. I feel like this is not even a question about are you ready or how ready are you for love. It's almost like Spirit saying like, hey babe, can you ask number one how ready they are for love? Because this is what this actually is asking them. It's not them to ask. It's not Pile 1 asking Spirit, how ready am I for love? You tell me. It's Spirit asking you, Pile 1, saying, how ready are you, Pile 1, for love? Because you, Pile 1, are having a love encounter coming towards you. And that's what I was getting. Like, I don't know what. What is that? What is that? It's just such a weird presentation of how to read that. But, yeah, okay, we're here. We have the Ten of Pentacles in reverse on the couple side. Okay, because it could have shown up on this side. It shows up on the couple side. We have the Seven of Pentacles, which I'm not really fond of on this side. But that's fine. And then we have a Chariot on this side, which is crazy. And not this. Oh my god. Is this like a YouTube thing? I don't know anymore. Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway. I feel like I should start a backup YouTube channel because sometimes like I'm invested in I'm invested in like reading for you guys. I'm not looking to see if there's any crazy images and people's channels being attacked. Like I know a couple of people whose channels were attacked and luckily they got them back, but it's like, yo, what's happening? What's happening? So anyway, for you, Pile 1, I feel like Spirit is asking you to answer this question yourself about how ready you are for love, because love is coming your way. There's someone who's coming towards you in love. And I feel like Spirit is asking you to wait. Because I'm not sure, I think this person is like currently disentangling themselves from something or someone, a relationship that, no, not something as in not a person. They're definitely detangling themselves from a person. Well, yeah, I think so. And now when I say that loud, they're detangling themselves from some dynamics in their world that were not conducive for them to have an opening in their heart for something what you two will have. But there's someone coming towards you that will be more available, more open, and more willing to, that's sad, to like be with you because of how, I don't want to say how broken they are. And they're not a broken person. It's just one of those things where, you know when you beat meat, like when you pound meat to make it softer, like when you pound a chicken breast to make it softer or something. That's what I feel has happened with this person. Something went on, has been going on, whatever, in their world. maybe this could be you. If this is you, then take this story as loose. This is me. Something has happened in their world. Things have happened in their world to the point where they're just like, oh my God, F it. F it. Something could be like, oh, maybe there was somebody or in a situation where their way of faith expression failed them, right? And so they're just kind of like, I don't care anymore. I'm open to meeting anybody who isn't a part of my religion, because clearly the people in my religion have failed me. The people in my culture have failed me. The people in my city have failed me. This, and this has failed me. Therefore, whatever you got going on for you, Pawan, they're more open to it, right? Like, it broke them to the point of, I'm gonna put my hands up and go like, okay, whatever. And that allowed spirit to then enter into them the thing that they needed for you to be a match. Yeah. And it could be anything. It could be like, oh, I've dated people who were divorcees and I don't want to do that anymore. I want to date people who've never been married, whatever. I've dated people who've never experienced divorce and I want to date people who now have. I've dated people who have had no kids and I think fine. I want to date someone who has kids now. I've dated people who were vegetarian also, or vegan. I want to date people who are omnivores, or vice versa. I've dated people who have just been one night stands. I want to now be with someone who wants to be in a relationship, or vice versa. Like, whatever that is, I think this person's used to is no longer working for them. And there's something about that you fit in to what that is against what they're used to. Okay. All right. So as it relates to you, if this is you, then yeah, you're ready for love. The fuck, like but it's definitely gonna be different from what you've been involved in. I think your position of being like, oh my God, I give up. Like, fuck it, I give up. Has broken you, has broken you down so far to just allow you to be like, anybody that is like asks you out, you'd be like, yeah, fine, sure. And you actually have a really nice time. And you're like, wait a minute, this was nice. Like, maybe I'm not interested in this person, but like, this was actually nice. Maybe I should go venture out into different areas and allow different people, and my type may not be where I should be looking. Like, it opens your eyes. And then you meet someone who you could actually build with, because you've broken the stuff that needed to be broken by this point. So you could be that story that I just mentioned, in however way that takes place for you. So, and how ready are you for love? Then yeah, I'd say you're pretty ready for love, but there seems to be like some type of weight still. So if this is you like opening up to someone who's coming towards you, then yeah, like you're gonna be waiting a bit. There's a little bit of a wait, but you're putting out a beacon. Who you are is putting out a beacon. It's really interesting. It's like there's a wait, but then it's like, how much of a wait is there? Is there really? They're close though. It's like a wait, but they're close. I don't know how to explain that to you, but that's how I get it. I know you from somewhere. 6 of Cups. Yeah, there's gonna be this person is gonna kind of look at you like a dog who tilts their head and goes, huh, right? It's just gonna be that cute, like, that's so crazy. I was just thinking of wanting to meet someone who da 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 da, and you, Pal 1, will be that person that da 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 da. Which is really, really cute to me. It's giving, I need to watch this movie. Knight of Cups, if this is you also, this could be, you are so ready for love. How ready are you for love is like for you to actually, rather than waiting for love to find you, it could be you going out there and actively looking for love, actively smiling at people, actively flirting with people, actively putting yourself in places. And honestly, whether you're waiting for your person to find you, like if that story resonates or not, yeah, no. I think either way, you're putting out a beacon. I would still suggest, yeah, go out, go have fun, spread your love seed, metaphorically, right? Smile at people, go to places, dress nice in a way that you feel good about yourself. And this doesn't mean like dress nice, means like dress in a way that you feel confident in, you know, that you, when, if you met someone who you really liked or who you really wanted them to look at you, you would be like, yeah, I'm really happy I wore this outfit, or I'm really happy that I did this thing to myself, for myself. Because then you'll be a lot more confident. There is something here about you putting out a beacon, right? Whether this, but your person is doing that too. So I don't know what's happening here. There's this like mirroring energy, or one of you is doing something and the other is doing something. Regardless, you are moving towards someone slash and or someone is moving towards you. And the more you nurture the things that feel good, the more you will be a beacon, and the more your person will follow like a hound dog to you, because you're exactly what they're looking for. And for you, same. The more you're looking around and exploring other options and things that haven't been your usual, in the usual way, whatever that means, the more you'll meet, the more you will still be a beaconing to the other person's beacon. How ready are you for love? Yeah, man, giddy up. Giddy up. Nay, giddy up. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up. I love this for you. Part one, I would love for you to take a look at the Patreon, patreon.com/loose Lumiere, and check out LightMail, because LightMail is where you can get personal readings delivered straight to your mailbox. You can touch it, you can kiss it, you can hang it up, you can carry it around in your purse and read it over and over, and you can collect them and watch how your year unfolds in the guidance to see how you're being guided by spirit, what the common threads are. It's really beautiful. We've been doing this now for 3 months so far as of recording of this video. And what's really, really cool is sometimes I'll loosely remember what the guidance was for certain people. And it's interesting to see how the guidance is like repeating, but differently in a different angle, or how it's the same guidance over and over, which is sort of like letting them know like, hey, this is an overarching theme. Get with this program, submit to this program, because this is what it is for now until it changes and shifts. It's really, really interesting. And it's been so fun to deliver these light mails to people. So I urge you to come through. Come check it out. I'll see you next time. Keep your light on. Good luck. Bye-bye.